Take it easy for a moment. Let your body go completely relaxed. Simply aware of your breath. So we begin yoga by calming your mind, by shifting your focus away from your day, away from your stressors, and just bringing your focus to the inhale and the exhale. Letting the breath be the tool to help calm yourself down. So long, steady breath in, and a smooth flowing breath out. And of course, you're always welcome to come back here to Shavasana. This is always an alternative to whatever postures I'm suggesting. Let's bring a bit of life into your fingers and move your toes so you can get the kinks, the cracks out of your joints. And then take the arms overhead, and with a full breath, reach to elongate the body. And exhale to relax yourself. And we'll bend the knees with your feet on the floor and the heels close to glutes. Press the feet to lift your hips up. So my intention here is to warm the glute muscles, to warm the hamstrings, but you're also stretching the quadriceps and opening the front of your pelvis. And just hold here, pushing the heels, lifting the hips for 3. Feel a bit of warmth build for 2. And then lower vertebrae by vertebrae. Your hips onto the ground. Lift the right heel to the ceiling, fingers behind the right hamstring. Pull your right leg in. So you're stretching the underside of the right thigh. We'll take the right ankle onto your left thigh. Your left foot off the floor, thread the needle, opening up the right glute muscle. So you can pull your leg a bit closer, maybe a little rock, left and right, unlocking the right hip. And to move the stretch to the piriformis, the side of the right hip, we'll tighten up your legs. So slide the right thigh directly on top of your left thigh, then move both legs towards the floor on the left side. So your left hand on top of your right leg. Feel the opening on the side of the right hip. 3 breaths. And as you make your way back to center, we'll shift to Shavasana, back to how we started. Relax everything. Hips heavy, face soft. Take a long breath. And we'll do the same thing on the next side. So your knees bent, your feet back on the floor. Take your left heel to the ceiling, fingers behind your left hamstring, and give a gentle pull in your left leg. Moving towards thread the needle. Left ankle on the right thigh. And your left hand presses your left leg away. Right foot off the floor, fingers behind the right hamstring or shin. And again, an intention to open the left glute. Feel free to move, to shift, unlocking. Pull your right leg in, explore. And tighten up your legs. So move your left thigh directly on top of the right thigh. Both legs towards the right, your right hand on top. So you're feeling an opening under your left hip, the piriformis. Maybe right into the QL, the low back on your left side. And shift back to center, lengthen out legs, Shavasana. Stay here for a long breath cycle. And the feet back on the floor. One more press of the feet, engage the glutes. Shift the hips to the right side of the mat. Left arm overhead, roll onto your left side. And we'll make your way up to a tabletop position, hands and knees. Just warming up your spine. With your inhale, look towards the ceiling, lift your tailbone up. And then as you exhale, round in. So you're bringing your chin to your chest, tuck your tailbone underneath. Let's do that again. Inhale, look up towards the ceiling. You shape your spine. Tuck your toes underneath, hips to the sky, downward dog. Stay here, take a full breath in, and complete exhale. Gently bend into your knees. Walk your feet right up to the top of the mat. We'll allow the head to hang heavy in a passive fold. You can hold opposite elbows, rock yourself left and right, back and forth. And with the bend in both knees and the hands on the thighs, press yourself up to stand. If you need to adjust your mat or grab water, whatever, go for it. We'll be meeting at the top of the mat with your hands at prayer. So again, 45-minute vinyasa. Have a great class, guys. Inhale the hands to the ceiling, look up, and we'll fold forward as you exhale. Your hands touch down. Lengthen up your spine, take a breath in. Bend the knees, hands down, we'll move the right foot back and the right knee down. Untuck your right toes, left hand, left thigh, right arm to the ceiling. Take a breath to reach the right arm up, lean towards your left. The hips press forward, the sternum lifts. 3, 2, and on 1, both arms back up, reach for the ceiling, expand, hands down to frame the front foot. We'll keep your right hand down. Lift your left arm up, an upper spine twist. Take a breath to reach, and then move your left hand back down to frame the left foot. Rock your hips back, lift your left toes up. And we'll shift your weight back forward. Slide your left foot back to tabletop, hands and knees. Look up to the ceiling, lift your tailbone. And as you exhale, round in. Bring your chin to your chest and tuck your tailbone under. Push the palms. Inhale to look back up towards the ceiling. We'll tuck your toes underneath, hips high, downward dog. Stay here, take a full inhale, and complete exhale. Rise yourself up to high plank. Breathe in, hold here, core strong, biceps forward. Take a breath in, bend the elbows, lower for 3, slow and steady coming down for 2, hover off the mat, and we'll touch down on 1. 3 baby cobras. Peel up and lower back down as you exhale. So like back sit-ups, 2 more times. Thighs are engaged, lift the ribs, gently pull and lower, exhale. 1 more time. Lift up, hands pulling the mat, sternum forward. Lower to the floor as you exhale. Press into the knees, lift the hips first. Push your hands up to tabletop. Knees wide to child's pose. Stay here, take a breath in, and complete exhale. Rise back up to tabletop. Your toes tuck, hips up to downward dog as you exhale. Stay in down dog. 1 more full inhale, and out your mouth, let it go. We'll keep your right leg back. Lift your left leg up. Breathe in. Take your left knee to your nose as you exhale, the shoulders over your wrists. Your left leg back up to the ceiling. Breathe in. Look between the hands, move your left foot up to the top of your mat. We'll press into your left foot for runner's lunge, hands back by your sides. Shoulders back and down, thumbs point away, core contained. You can keep this 45-degree angle and then move the arms up overhead, so 1 line from the right heel to the fingertips. You're warming your left thigh for 3. Hold for 2. Come upright to crescent lunge on 1. Straighten left leg, lift open, Vira 2. Warrior 2. Rotate your front hand, reverse warrior. Inhale the left arm up, bend a bit deeper in the front knee, expand the left side of the body, and then cartwheel all the way forward. Hands down, frame the front foot, bend your right knee, bring the right foot up to the top of your mat. Lengthen your spine, breathe in. Fold forward as you breathe out. Toes together, Utkatasana, arms up, seat down. So 1 line from the fingertips to the tailbone, draw the core in. 3, shoulders softened away from the ears. Keep lowering the seat for 2. Take a breath to reach and lengthen, and we'll fold forward on 1. Hands touch down. Lengthen your spine. Breathe in, so same thing next side. Bend the knees, hands down, left foot back. Left knee down, untuck left toes. Right hand, right thigh, left arm to the ceiling. Reach your left arm up, lean to your right. So your hips are forward, sternum lifts, a gentle back bend. And come back to center, both arms to the ceiling to lengthen the sides of the torso. Reach, hands down to frame your right foot. Left hand, roots down, right arm up, upper back twist. Take a breath to reach, and then lower the right hand back down to frame the right foot. Hips rock back, right toes lift. Chin to chest, fingers can tiptoe forward. And slide yourself back forward, right foot slides back, tabletop, hands and knees. Look up, lift your tailbone. Round in as you exhale, chin to chest, push the palms. One more. Inhale to look up, tuck your toes underneath, your hips to the ceiling, downward facing dog. Stay here, take a full inhale. Complete exhale. Rise yourself up, high plank, hold. Biceps forward, core contained, one line from the heels to the crown of the head. We'll take a breath in, bend the elbows for 3, slow and steady coming down. For 2, hover off the mat and touch down on 1. 3 back sit-ups, peel up using your back muscles and lower down with your exhale. 2 more times, thighs are strong, ribs lift, your hands can lightly pull. You want the back muscles to feel engaged. Lower as you exhale, chin touches down. 1 more time. Peel up, gently pull the palms, and lower back down. Start by pushing the knees. Lift your hips first, press to tabletop, knees wide, child's pose. Stay here, can lightly rock left and right, loosening the low back. And shift yourself back up into table. Your toes tuck, your hips up to downward dog with your exhale. Stay here, take a breath in, and a full exhale. So next side, the right leg to the ceiling, breathe in. Take the right knee to your nose as you exhale, core contained. Right leg back to the ceiling, breathe in. Look between the hands, we'll move your right foot to the top of your mat. And press yourself to runner's lunge, hands back by your sides. Thumbs point away, we're externally rotating the shoulders. 3, 2, let's extend the arms overhead. So keep the 45-degree angle, adding more work to the front leg. You're keeping the left thigh active, belly button to spine. 1 45-degree angle. And stay here for 1 more breath cycle. And then press into the front foot, crescent lunge, straighten front leg, lift open, warrior 2. Rotate the front hand. We'll reverse the warrior. Breathe in, bend deeper into the front knee, expand the right side of the body, and cartwheel forward to frame your front foot. Bend your back knee, spring the back foot forward. Lengthen your spine, inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. And again, Utkatasana, toes together, arms up, seat down. You're welcome to stay in this version if it's right for you. If you want it to go to the next level of difficulty, lift your heels off the floor so you're also engaging your calf muscles. We'll keep the hips low. 3, hold, 2, and then your heels down on 1, your hands to the floor. Lengthen your spine, take a breath in. Bend the knees, hands down, move your right foot back. And we'll reach both arms up to the ceiling this time, hands high. Gently bend the back knee, crescent lunge. You can reach the hands up, right hand forward, left hand back. Let's do this 3 times. Back to center, inhale, face forward. As you exhale, the right hand forward, your left hand back. So you're twisting. Inhale, back to center. And right hand forward, left hand back. Hold here this time. Rotate the right hand and face the ceiling. Lift the right arm up, your left hand to your right thigh, and expand the right side of the body. Take a breath to reach. We'll cartwheel forward, right hand to the floor, left hand to the ceiling. Right hand floor, left hand ceiling. Look up. Pivot toes to the pinky toe side of both feet. Lower the hips down. Your left hand inner right thigh. Lift up, left arm overhead, lifting your hips. Lower yourself down. 2 more. Left hand touches inner right thigh. Hips lift up, left arm forward. 1 more. Left hand down to touch. We'll come all the way through. Left hand down, left foot back, 3-legged plank. Take a breath in. Lower to a hover. Touch the back foot down, come through upward dog, and the hips to the ceiling, downward facing dog. Take a full inhale, and complete exhale. Keep your right foot down, lift your left leg up. Breathe in. Take your left knee, left elbow, shoulders over wrists. Left leg back to the ceiling, breathe in. Take your left knee, right elbow, core contained. Take your left leg back to the ceiling, breathe in. Move your left foot to the top of the mat. Then shorten the stance, right heel on the floor. Press your left foot, rise up, warrior 1. Bend your left knee, press the right heel down. Reach the arms up, tailbone down. Arms wide behind you, fingers interlaced behind the low back. Hands down, heart up, front knee stays bent. Fold forward, exalted warrior. So your torso could rest on your left inner thigh. Hands forward, chin to chest. Open your shoulders. Keep your left hip back. 3, 2, and on 1, your hands to low back, release fingers, sweep through, push your left foot, lift open, warrior 2. Walk your right foot back, bend your front knee, rotate your left hand. Reverse warrior, left arm up. Bend deeper in the front knee, expand left side body, cartwheel forward to triangle. Straighten left leg, left hand down, right arm up. Look to the ceiling, lift the right hip, look to the right thumb. So you're lifting your right hip up, feel this in the low back on the right side. Take 1 more breath to reach, and the right hand down to the floor, bend your left knee. Walk the hands along the mat. Left toes lift, right heel roots. Hands to prayer. Skandasana, draw the belly in. Heart forward. 3, 2, and hands back down. Walk your hands left. Right knee to the floor, arms to the ceiling. Take a breath, reach up. Hips forward. Lift the heart, lift the gaze. Both hands land to the right of the front foot. Tuck the back toes under, rock the weight back. We'll spring the right foot to the outside of your right hand. Hips low, palms at prayer. Heart to the thumbs. Draw the belly in for 3. Hold for 2. Come to crow pose. On 1, hands on the floor, knees behind triceps. Lean your weight forward, float the feet off the ground. So your heels towards the glutes. Again, 3 breaths. We'll keep your left knee as is. Only the right foot back. Hold. Bend your left foot back, high plank. Take a breath in. Chaturanga to high plank. Take a breath at high plank and go through a flow. We'll meet in downward dog. So take a full breath in and complete exhale. Lift your heels up, bend the knees, step or hop your feet top of mat. Flat back and fold with your exhale. Root the feet to rise up, hands high, look up. Palms at prayer with your exhale. With the inhale, rise back up. Hands high, look up. Fold forward with your exhale. Hands touch down. Lengthen spine. Breathe in. So next side, bend the knees, left foot back. Press the right foot, arms up, crescent lunge. Gently bend your back knee, lift the ribs, lift the hands. We'll move your left hand forward, right hand back. Twist. Inhale, rise back up. Center, face forward. Left hand forward, right hand back. And one more time. Inhale, face forward. You're gently twisting open, right hand back, left hand forward. Rotate your left hand to face the ceiling. Lift your left arm up, your right hand to your left thigh. Expand, reach. Let's take a breath. And then we'll move your left hand to the floor, the right hand to the ceiling. It's like a cartwheel forward, maintaining the twist. And again, we'll lean to the pinky toe side of both feet. Hips towards the floor, right hand graces the inner left thigh. Lift back up, right arm overhead, hips high, and lower the hips back down. Right hand can touch inner left thigh. So you're lifting your hips up, stretching the obliques, the right side of the body. Lower back down, right hand touches inner left thigh. Come all the way through. So rise up, right hand down, right foot back, three-legged plank. Hold. Take a breath in. Go through a three-legged flow. Hover. Both feet down, move up. And the hips high, downward dog. Stay here, full breath in. Complete exhale. So same side, left leg to the ceiling. Inhale. Left knee, left elbow, shoulders over wrists. That's wrong, my bad. Put your left foot back, the right leg up. Oops, right knee, right elbow. Sorry about that. Right leg back to the ceiling, breathe in. Across the body, right knee, left elbow, core contained. And the right leg back up, breathe in. Look between the hands, move the right foot to the top of your mat. We'll shorten your stance, left heel on the floor. Press the right foot, rise up. Bend the front knee, root your back heel down. Take a breath to reach. Hands back behind you, interlace the fingers behind your low back. Keep the front knee bent. Hands down, heart up, and exalted warrior. So you're keeping the front knee bent, torso can rest on the right thigh. Hands to the ceiling, open your shoulders. Hold for 3. Hold for 2. And hands to low back, sweep through, press the right foot, rise up. Straighten right leg, lift open, warrior 2. Left foot walks back. Rotate the right hand, reverse warrior. Right arm up, bend deeper in front knee, expand the right side body. And we'll cartwheel triangle, straighten right leg, right hand down, left arm up. Open your left hip, look to your left thumb. 3 breaths. We'll take your left hand down to the floor, bend your right knee, Skandasana. Hands walk along the mat, left heel roots, right toes lift. Hands at prayer. Core contained. Take a breath cycle. And the hands back down to the floor. Walk your hands right, left knee down, both arms to the ceiling. Reach up. Press the hips forward. Lift the gaze, lift the sternum up. Hands down to the left of the front foot. Tuck the back toes under, rock your weight back, spring your left foot outside of left hand. Hips low, palms at prayer. We'll be moving into crow pose, second set. So your hands on the floor in front, knees behind the triceps, lean the weight forward, and float the feet off the ground. Hold for 3. 2, keep the right knee where it is, left foot shoots back. Hold. And the right foot back, high plank, go through your flow. We'll meet in downward dog. Take a breath in, and a full exhale. Heels lift, knees bend, look between the hands, step or hop up, feet top of mat. Flatten, and fold. Root the feet, rise up, hands high, and your palms to prayer. Move through 3 sun salutations. I'll guide the first. Inhale the arms up, look up. Fold forward as you exhale. Again, 3 sun salutations. Lengthen spine, inhale. Bend the knees, hands down, step or hop back to flow. When you're in down dog, take 3 breaths. And your heels lift up, knees bent, step or hop up. Lengthen and fold. Root to rise. Inhale, look up. Palms at prayer with your exhale. That's 1 sun salutation, 2 more to go. Inhale, rise up, look up. Fold with the exhale. Flat back, breath in. Bend knees, step or hop. Flow. 3 breaths in down dog. When you're ready, heels lift, knees bend, step or hop, lengthen, and fold. Root to rise. Look up, and palms at prayer. One more sun salutation. And 3 breaths. And when you're ready, heels up, knees bent, step or hop, lengthen, and fold. Root to rise up, hands high, eagle pose with your right arm under your left arm. Twist high, hips down, right leg up and over. Legs squeeze, elbows lift, pull your forearms. Hold for 3. For 2. We'll be moving to dancer's pose. On 1, lift the right knee up, unbind arms high, right hand back, right foot back, capture inner right foot, kick down and back. 3, 2, toppling tree. Release the right foot, hands by your sides. Toppling tree. When you feel you found it, land the right foot back, warrior 1 stance. So the right heel will land behind, arms through and up. Bend the front knee, lift and open to warrior 2. Rotate the front hand, reverse warrior. Inhale, cartwheel to half moon. Left hand to the floor, back leg lifts. Half moon. So your right thigh is lifting high, right fingers to the ceiling. We'll take 1 more breath in. Lower the right hand to standing splits. Inhales, lengthen. Exhales to fold. Bring the right foot to the outside of your left foot. So you're crossing your shins, pinky toes touch. Weight into the right foot, fingers walk left. And we'll continue pressing the right foot. Fingers walk to center, rise up, lift your left knee up, open your left knee, foot to inner right thigh, tree. Hands of prayer. Inhale, and as you exhale, feel free to find your variation of tree. We'll be moving right into eagle pose from here. So arms up, take your left thigh up and over, left arm underneath, twist high the elbows for eagle pose. 3, 2, from eagle to dancer. Lift your left knee up, arms to the ceiling, left hand back, left foot back, capture inner left foot. Kick down and back, dancer's pose. 3 breaths. And again, shifting our way into toppling tree. Release the back foot, hands by your sides. Toppling tree. Once you feel you found it and you're stable, we'll make our way to warrior 1. Your left foot can land on the floor behind, arms through and up, warrior 1. And then straight front leg, lift open to warrior 2. So same thing. Rotate front hand, reverse. Breath to reach. And cartwheel forward, half moon. Right hand down, left leg lifts. 3 breaths. Take your left hand to the floor, level your pelvis, standing splits. Inhales, look up. Exhale, the hands walk back. You'll take your left foot to the outside of your right foot, so you're crossing your shins. Pinky toes connect. Fingers walk right. Weight into your left foot. And make your way back to center. Root the left foot down. Rise up, lift your right knee up. Foot, inner left leg. Tree. Hands of prayer. Grow tall. Take a breath in. And take your variation. And the hands back to prayer, the right knee forward. Release your limbs. Take your shoulders up, center the feet, shoulders back and down. Sweep the arms overhead. Breathe in, look up. Fold with your exhale. Flat back on your inhale. Bend the knees, step or hop the feet to flow. Down dog, a couple breaths here. We're starting to slow the class down now, so all the hard stuff's over with. Let's bring the knees right up to the back of your wrists. Moving into sleeping hero. Knees wide, toes together, take a seat, hands on the floor behind, and walk yourself back. Maybe your elbows touch down, perhaps your shoulders, your head to the floor. Arms could move up overhead. Three breaths. And whenever you feel you are done with the third one, hands underneath the ankles. Press your elbows to rise up. Hands on the floor, we'll walk back to downward dog. So down dog counters the previous pose. Take any movements that feel useful for your body. Maybe reaching one heel down, then reaching the other heel down. Let's rise up to high plank. Top of push-up, hold here. Core contained, biceps forward. We'll lower for the count of 5. Breathe in, bend the elbows. For 4, slow and steady lower. For 3, one line, heels to crown of head. For 2, still hovering off the mat, and touch down on 1. Let's bring the hands up behind you, bend the knees, reach back, floor bow. Lift the chin, the ribs, kick back. So your thighs are lifted, gaze up. And release the pecs, the shoulders. Begin to lower down. Release the feet, palms face down, tuck toes underneath. Press your way up to high plank. Take a breath in, and then move through a flow. Take your left leg to the ceiling, breathe in. Left knee to the right elbow, core contained. Left leg back up, breathe in. Move your left knee to your nose. One more, left leg to the ceiling. Move your left knee behind your left wrist, angle shin. Right foot walks back and fold over your left leg. Pigeon. About 5 breaths. And at the end of the 5th breath, we'll lean the weight to the left hip. Swing the right leg out and around, left foot, inner right thigh. Arms up, twist left, move the right elbow, inner right leg, lift your left arm up and reach. Perhaps your left fingers towards your right leg. And let's move to joy pose. Rise up, left hand floor behind, lift the hips, right arm back. Breathe in, and the hips back down. Keep the right leg long, take your left foot up and over. Hug your left leg in close. We'll go to a twist. Left hand floor behind. Do you want to go deeper? Right arm up, right elbow outside of left thigh. Inhales lift, exhales twist. And back to center, counter twist to the right. We'll move your left shin parallel top of mat. Hands on the floor, right leg back, king pigeon. We're moving all the way to wild thing. So tuck your right toes underneath, lift your left leg up, lift and open at the hip, left arm lifts, land in wild thing. Flip back over, left hand down, 3-legged flow. And when you're back in downward dog, we'll lift your right leg to the ceiling. Breathe in. Take the right knee to your left elbow. Shoulders over wrists. Right leg back up, breathe in. Take the right knee to your nose. Right leg back to the ceiling, breathe in. Move the right knee behind the right wrist, angle your shin. Left leg walks back. Fold over the right leg. About 5 breaths. And lean the weight to the right hip. Swing your left leg out and around. Your left hand or elbow down, right arm up. Seated side angle pose. Your right hand can reach towards your left leg. Maybe the hand behind the head. And rise yourself back up, joy pose. Right hand floor behind, lift the hips, left arm back. Breathe in. And we'll lower the hips back down as you breathe out. Take your right leg up and over, hug the right leg in. Take your right hand floor behind, left arm up to find a deeper twist. Elbow outside of right thigh. Inhales, lift. Exhales, twist. Back to center, counter twist to the left. And we'll come back to center, the right shin parallel top of mat, hands on the floor, king pigeon. Left leg swings back around and you're upright. And again, moving towards wild thing. So tuck your back toes under, lift the right leg to the ceiling, lift and open, flip the dog. Wild thing. And when you're ready, flip back over, make your way through a 3-legged flow. We'll meet in downward dog. Take 3 breaths there. And when you're ready, make your way onto your back. So knees down, spin around. Let's lengthen out your left leg. Move your right knee in. Give your right leg a hug, wind relieving. Make little circles with the right knee. If you feel it useful, you could take your left hand on your right knee. Move the right leg towards the floor on the left side. Twist, look right. Back at center. Next side, left knee in. Fingers over left shin. Explore the hip socket. Move your left knee around. And if it feels right for you, right hand on left leg. Move your left leg across the body, reach your left hand away, twist your spine. And take your time shifting yourself into final Shavasana. Legs long, palms faced up, heavy the body, quiet the mind. Simply observe. Observe how you feel. Observe the airflow. Observe any sounds, any smells. Shift your intention to the acquisition of new information. No need to analyze or judge or criticize in your mind. With a still body, with eyes closed, what new information can you observe? And just notice how when we choose to focus on the stimuli, the external shifts and changes, the mind goes quiet. Our sense of focus heightens. We develop an ability to control the attention. You could think of this control of the monkey mind as a synonym for meditation. So instead of being victim to the running thoughts, we are the one taking control, taking command of our mental movement. Letting the physical exhaustion from the practice enter its way into the mental space. I'd invite you to embrace this sense of control, this sense of inner quiet, this observation for as long as you feel it serves you. Have a great remainder to your day, a great week ahead. The light in me acknowledges and bows to the light in you. Namaste.